We want to bring in now Bernie Kerik, former NYPD Commissioner, good friend of the program. A lot to talk about today, Bernie, and it's great to see you. It's been a moment.
Thank you.
So we have Pam Bondi saying Epstein files, at least 250 victims, sick stuff. We can only imagine what's in them. And we already know that there has been immense curiosity for this information. It really took a new administration to get it out, didn't it?
Well, it did. And, you know, you have to look at what President Trump has said from the beginning of his campaign. He's going to be the most transparent president in U.S. history, and that's what's happening. I give the Attorney General a lot of credit, her and Patel, for reviewing this stuff to get it out. But keep in mind, there are people out there, you know, they're complaining. They want it out today. They want it out yesterday. The bottom line is DOJ has to make sure that what they release has nothing to do with any other investigations or anything that could lead to an investigation that they may not want out publicly. So it's a process that the Attorney General has to go through.
Bernie. Exactly. It's such an important point because you don't want to rush, and there could be some undercover, cases going on woven here, and then you end up hurting some other really good investigative work that could lead to, more arrests for criminals.
Yeah, no, honestly, Bianca, nobody's talked about it, but the bottom line is this stuff has been stagnant under the Biden administration because they weren't going to release it. They weren't going to investigate anyone internally that's involved with this guy. This administration is going to look at everything to see if there should be other prosecutions besides Epstein and his mistress or friend. And they got to make sure that they don't give away some revelations or some evidence that should be contained secretly until some other charges come out.
Well, I have full faith in Pam Bondi, as I'm sure you do too, and I know you were there when Patel was sworn in as FBI director, so such a welcome change, the perfect people in the perfect positions for them. Bernie, I'd love to get your reaction to this story, sad and strange at the same time. Actor Gene Hackman, his wife, and their dog are found dead in their New Mexico home. Now, initially they said there's no foul play. But they're also now saying there's no obvious signs of a gas leak. We know the gas company is cooperating. If you put your investigator hat on, what do you think they're looking at today in Santa Fe as they piece together sort of the final hours there? I mean, Hackman was 95, his wife is 63, but again, this is somewhat very, very strange.
Well, listen, I was a big fan of Mr. Hackman, going all the way back to the French Connection days. That was one of the movies. As a matter of fact, that's me with him in Times Square many, many years ago, 30, 35 years ago. And a big fan. And it's a tragedy what's happened. I think it's way premature to talk about why and how, but it is strange. Him, his wife, his dog. There were other animals in the area that I understand were not harmed. And there's no gas leak, according to the authorities. So I don't know. It's strange, and it's going to take a little time to get through it. I think the toxicology on the deceased will reveal the cause, but it's going to take a little while to get there.